So as you know, late last night we got back from Michigan. We went to Wisconsin and Michigan yesterday. We had tremendous rallies, sold out rallies. They were packed and the enthusiasm's never been better. So that was a great thing. And it was nice to be able to campaign one day without being in this ridiculous show trial, Biden trial I call it. But it was quite a day yesterday, and many of you were there. And I appreciate your being there. I thought the coverage was very fair. The economy, people are asking me about the economy. It's doing terribly, and interest rates are obviously not going to be able to be reduced prior to the election because inflation is roaring back. Gasoline's way up, other things are way up, and it's roaring back like they are very surprised. I'm not surprised, but they're surprised. I guess they're surprised. That's what they say anyway. So that's on the economy. It looks pretty bleak for interest rates, and I don't think there's any way they can cut them because inflation, remember, is a country buster. When you have inflation, that breaks countries. I mean, literally breaks countries, and we can't take that chance. So we'll see what they do, but it was sort of announced yesterday they can't do much with the interest rates. They'll have to remain very high, and it's very unfortunate. We had low interest rates, they have high interest rates. That's very unfortunate. When you compare my economy to this economy, not even a contest. We had the greatest economy in history, and now we have sort of a lousy economy, but the problem with the economy is the inflation. And anything you made, you more than gave back. We call it a 50% tax. It's a Biden tax. It's called an inflationary tax. And it's about 50%, and that's what it is, whether you like it or not, and it's too bad. We're down at the trial now, getting ready to spend another day in the courthouse, which is bogus trial that every leading authority on law says should never have been brought, that Alvin Bragg didn't want to bring it until the election happened, and then he brought it. You just do know that this case could have been brought 8 years ago. Could have been brought 8 years ago. Instead, they wait and wait and wait. They know it's not a good case, and now it's turned out to be they've lost they have no case. They have no case, but we have a very conflicted judge, unfortunately, and so you never know. But other than that, there's no case, and it should have never been brought. But if it was going to be brought, it should have been brought 8 years ago. You know, we're talking about 2015, 2016. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And they wait till I announce, and then they start their...
Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They were petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
All right, my brothers and sisters, my beautiful patriots, beautiful people. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's having an amazing start to the month, man. That May treats you well. That you are blessed, well, healthy, your kids, you know, your family, your loved ones, you know, the neighbors, people around you, man. Spread that love, y'all. You never know what somebody's going through. But thank y'all for stopping by, man. Shout out to Jennifer for sending this one over. And y'all know we love Professor Nez and the Nez Nation. So I'll leave the link in the description box down below for y'all to check it out for yourself. But man, and some of y'all didn't know I was from Houston, Texas. Yeah, born and raised. A Texas boy. Old country Texas boy, yeah. We're gonna get in that old truck, Patriots, and we're gonna ride with the check engine light on. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. But shout out to Jennifer for sending this one over. We're gonna check it out, see what's going on in this video. Again, we've been covering all the corruption, calling it out. Again, a lot of creators like myself, like Professor Nez, you know, Doug in Exile, A-Dog. It's a lot of amazing creators, man. Kingdom Reacts, you know. Some amazing creators, man. Dash, TKG, my boy Dash. You know what I'm saying? A lot of amazing creators that have woken up a lot of people, man. You know, we have spreaded a lot of information around, you know, from the things that they won't even mention to the things that they took out of context and flipped around and reworded from the mainstream media. I mean, just you name it. We've called all this nonsense out. And some of the best campaigning has been going on. Some of the best campaigning has been going on, man. It has made Trump even more popular. You know, tons of people need to be held accountable, you know, tons. We see the election interference going on, you know. And did y'all see what Trump said yesterday, man? He did 2 in one day, 2 rallies in one day, man. They say old Joe couldn't even get across the yard in the White House. Oh, no. But Trump is turning up, man. He doing his thing, so we're gonna keep spreading it, y'all. Let's check this one out. Again, you see the title. So this one was sent to me yesterday. So let's jump straight in, man.
This is an individual who just was recently hit by a judge saying that he's a serial perjurer, that he's gaming the system. This has been the long story of Michael Cohen, which is a story of a legal train wreck.
Here you have legal analyst, legal scholar, legal professional, Jonathan Turley, commenting on the star witness of the prosecution, Alvin Bragg and his team, and his special prosecutor Colangelo, against Trump in this quote unquote hush money trial. Again,
like Alvin Bragg, you could have we could have did this 8 years ago. 8 years ago, you guys. We wait till now when he wants to run for president, when he wants to get back in office. We want to bring all this nonsense out. We're gonna call it out, man. You could have did this 8 years ago.
You have no crime committed, no victim. Everything he did was above the books. Everything he did was within the statute of limitations. Does that sound familiar in his nation? So we have now a case, again, that's been brought up against Trump that is clearly, factually, evidentiarily an indication that this is election interference. There's no other way of putting this. When you have legal scholars, experts across the aisle, across the board, saying that Letitia Big Shame James trial, hoax. Fannie Cash Money G, forget about it. That is just...
Cash Money, Mattress Willis. You know what I'm saying? Where's that mattress at? Can we get that mattress with all that money? All that money that been twerking on that mattress. Can somebody go get that mattress? Oh man. That whole county, man, I tell you. They in there screaming at the judge. And then what's the call, judge? He had all the evidence in front of him and he couldn't it was just slapping him around. And he still didn't have the courage to do the right thing. Didn't want to step on nobody's toes. He knew re-election was coming up. Yeah. It's ridiculous. They got affairs going on. People, clapping cheeks all in Fulton County. That's ridiculous, man. And don't get us started on this New York situation is just ridiculous, man. This trial that shouldn't even exist. Oh, man. It's just a lot of election interference at its finest. But like I told y'all, man, it has bought some of the best ads, some of the best campaigning. It have woken up a lot of people, even people that weren't even gonna vote. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. People that wasn't even gonna vote this year. They said I was on the sideline. You know what? I don't even. I don't want either one of them. In there. I'm just not even. I don't even care about election. Even people that didn't even care about politics are voting. Mr. Trump, I'm telling y'all, I've received emails. I have talked to people that said, I'm actually going to go vote this year. Because now I see what's going on. A lot of people also have done a lot of research, man. If you go do your research, you might stumble upon the truth, or maybe just a little bit of the truth.
Corruption run amok. The classified docs case against Jack Smith, complete sham. It was entrapment. I did a video on this. This hush money trial is a complete and utter farce. There's no other way to look at it. So far, it's like, day 10, day 9? We still don't understand what's going on. We still don't understand why there's a case. And now the prosecution is throwing all their eggs in the Michael Cohen basket, who has essentially erupted, and in Michael Avenatti's words, I'll talk more about this, torpedoed this case against Trump. Why? Let me give you a little bit of context. So Michael Cohen is supposed to be a star witness in the New York versus Trump, but he might have just ruined this entire case before taking the stand because he has been ranting and raving. You want to talk about gag order on TikTok while fundraising, according to legal observers. It's a major quote. It's a major problem for prosecutors. It is not a problem for Cohen's credibility because he has none. He is a convicted perjurer and fraudster whose current defense of his fraud convictions is that he wasn't telling the truth when he pled guilty, former Assistant U.S. Attorney Andrew McCarthy said. This is from ABC News. ABC News published an article Sunday declaring Cohen's actions, quote, could be a problem, end quote, pointing out that Cohen has chimed in on former National Enquirer David Pecker's testimony, has regularly, quote, railed against Trump, has insisted the jury isn't, quote, bored, and he profits when his followers shower him with gifts. If you don't know what's going on, what the heck is a TikTok live streamer or what, I'm going to show you in just a second and I'll explain everything. TikTok allows viewers to donate, quote, gifts as they watch users' live streams, which can then be converted into money or virtual items. The reason this...
Yeah, man, a lot of people have made a killing. There's people right now that, you know, that quit their 9-to-5s. People that have, you know, that literally turn on, they grab their cellular device, put it somewhere, whatever they're doing. And even if it's just, you know, especially with the ladies or whatever they're doing, like you can go in there and see people's lives and they can literally just be showing their feet or whatever. And people are sending gifts, man. I kid you not, you guys. People, a lot of kids are making money to where they're making more money than the person that went to school, got a degree. You know, they're making more money than the person with a real career. Let's put it like that. Off TikTok Live. TikTok has changed so many people's lives, man. Businesses, you name it. It have changed lives. You can go on TikTok and do a live, and if you're like, if you have something worth watching, it's valuable, you know. And if for, like I say, most of the ladies on there, all you got to do is just look pretty. From what I've seen, and people are going to be on there giving you donations, gifts. I mean, they get on there wearing them tights and them shorts. You know, it's, man, I tell y'all, people are on there playing the video game live, getting gifts. You know, it's crazy, man. Social media is getting to a point where, you know, it's like, it's the new pit, man. It's the new way of living. The internet, social media. It's crazy, man. You know, my parents, you know, it was like, man, what? This wasn't happening back in our day. Man, the world is changing fast. And I know a lot of you guys watching right now are probably like, yeah, Rick, you're not lying. That TikTok and that, you know, people are making money off Facebook now, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, you name it.
This is a problem for prosecutors, McCarthy said, is because they chose to build a case on a witness with a track record for bad conduct and deep bias. And not surprisingly, he can't help himself but continue to act in character. So TikTok is a social media platform. I'm sure all of you guys are familiar, but you can actually go live and talk to your followers about whatever topic you want, as long as you follow the community guidelines. And what they can do is they can actually purchase virtual gifts. You'll see this as you see on the screen. You see somebody has bought him roses and bought him a TikTok hat.
I'll just explain it to you guys. I mean, it's like, man, people are making from a couple hundred to thousands. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10,000, 20,000 in a day. You know, it's ridiculous. Now I know I think for the average person, or if you do really, really good, I think it's like a couple hundred to 1,000, two or 3,000, you know. And they're on there doing just all kind of stuff, man. Comment down below if you use TikTok. Some of y'all probably like, well, shoot, I'm finna go get on TikTok right now and see if I can make me some money. The way the economy's been going, the way inflation is, I need to start me a TikTok live. I know you guys, times is tough, man. And quite frankly, everybody's actually trying to get on the internet and, you know, use TikTok and YouTube and different platforms to just make extra income, you know.
Those virtual items can then be converted into money. And Michael Cohen is going live almost every single night, railing against Trump, railing against this case, and profiting from it. It is completely ass backwards. It is an absolute miscarriage of justice. He is actually ruining this case by going on TikTok Live. Check this out, how absolutely ridiculous and absurd this is.
Or encumber these assets anymore, they will then start to sell them off. These here, commercial properties. He has 2 or 3, for example, parking garage. Gets it because there's something mentally wrong with somebody who doesn't understand. Judge has had enough. He's messing.
Oh yeah, so y'all see everything that's popping up, the roses, the 2 times, da 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 da. Yeah, he's racking in revenue. Yeah. And most of y'all, I know how TikTok work. I'm actually monetized on TikTok. I just don't upload on there, or I don't go live. But I reached the requirements. You have to have like 10,000 followers and have to have at least 100,000 views in the last 30 days. Once you reach that milestone, and that's why one reason. And then it's easy for people to get on TikTok and pull in revenue, because TikTok is one of the easiest platforms to go viral on and stuff like that. The algorithm is very, very easy. All you have to do is upload. Like I say, little kids have accounts with millions of followers on TikTok. It's crazy, and all they're doing on there is dancing and all kind of stuff.
With the wrong, going to take this, he is not going to just of this. And on top of that, you know, look, we're all sitting here and we're all watching every single day. They will operate all.
So these people are sending him these, so you can send him these virtual gifts like roses, hats, and these funny kind of AR sort of augmented reality. You know, you see the hat right there, sombrero. All of those gifts, okay, are being sent from his followers, and that he can actually convert those into money. And look at this. So if I scroll up here, look at what he puts at the top of his live stream. He puts this caption: "Join me under the big top tonight at 10 p.m. for the circus you won't want to miss." So he is not only ruining this case by violating every code of ethical conduct you can imagine, and they're giving a gag order to Trump, which is just insane. Right?
It's ridiculous.
He is supposed to be the only key star witness that can actually testify that it was Trump. He was paying this hush money for Trump.
Then the judge daughter on there posting whatever she want to post. You know, Trump in jail pictures and stuff. It's ridiculous. Then they hit Trump with 9,000. But y'all know Trump, that's like $2. That's like $2. 9,000 to Trump, like $2. We'll get you a egg McMuffin sandwich and a mocha coffee, baby. You know, get you a latte or something.
So you have a known perjurer, a known liar, an admitted serial violator of conduct, ethics, been disbarred. He's violated every ethical code imaginable, and he's the star witness for DA Alvin Do Nothing Bragg, and this is what he's doing. He's going live on TikTok almost every night, planning it, scheduling it, letting all his followers know where to go, how to get there, what they need to do, and he's essentially talking about the case, violating every code of conduct, violating every policy the court has issued. This is your star witness?
Joining me now, Mike Davis, former Gorsuch clerk, founder and president of the Article 3 Project. Mike, Cohen can make money off of the trial by appearing on the CCP-sponsored TikTok, and he trashes Trump. But Trump, meanwhile, has to watch everything he says.
Yeah, gag orders are supposed to protect criminal defendants. They are a limited time, place, and manner restriction on free speech rights to ensure.
What times are we living in, man? That's what I want to know. What times are we living in?
A criminal defendant, not the government's, gets a gets a fair trial. And what this Judge Merchan has done is turn the Constitution on its head by illegally, unconstitutionally gagging a criminal defendant. If anyone in America needs the constitutional right to speak out against the judge, the prosecutor, their staffs, the witnesses, their biases in the process, it is a criminal defendant going through a criminal trial.
And then they top it all off. So it's not enough that you have scholars, professionals, specialists, legal professors from across both aisles. Jonathan Turley's a Democrat, by the way. From across bipartisan consensus that this is an absolute sham. Bipartisan consensus that they can't believe this is all contingent and hinging upon Michael Cohen, an admitted serial perjurer. Then you've got a known enemy, a known foe of Donald Trump, Michael Avenatti, saying this, quote, Michael Cohen, through his narcissism and his ego, may have just torpedoed the case against Trump. Never underestimate this guy's ability to screw something up due to his ignorance and arrogance. He's dumber than a box of rocks. Hard to argue there. The state can't win the case without him, and because of his conduct in reviewing trial testimony in violation of the court's order, which just admitted to when speaking with ABC, the court must strike him as a witness, declare a mistrial, or both. Avenatti continued, he said, quote, he had no business commenting on other witnesses' testimony. And then lastly, here's the real actual legal code of conduct. Avenatti said Cohen is, quote, not even supposed to be hearing or learning of that testimony before he testifies himself. Alvin Bragg and his team have a lot of explaining to do, in my view, end quote, Avenatti said. But wait, there's more. Cornell Law School professor William A. Jacobson said Cohen's TikTok antics add to a laundry list of pre-existing conflicts. He says, quote, Michael Cohen has many pre-existing conflicts of interest when it comes to Donald Trump, calling into question his objectivity and veracity. Profiting off the trial adds another conflict on that pile. Whether it's the straw that breaks the camel's back when it comes to the jury remains to be seen. But it certainly is fodder for cross-examination. He's going to get torched in cross-examination. Former Georgia prosecutor Chris Timmons said he would be, quote, furious with Cohen. He goes on to say, as a prosecutor, the last thing you want your witness to do is to be talking about the case in a forum other than a courtroom. It's another big win for Trump, but the sad thing is it's not really a win because he has been absolutely thwarted from doing what he's supposed to be doing at the height. We're getting into like the real nitty-gritty here. Close to the conventions coming up this summer and then the election in November, he needs to be campaigning. He needs to be working hard. He needs to be doing what he needs to do to show the American public that his...
Whole fella had to knock out two in one day, you know. And if y'all missed it yesterday, it was pretty amazing, man. You know, some of the things that were said, some of the people that were brought up, amazing. I'm gonna be putting them in different episodes this week, so you guys can see. And I believe we might have put one in this one. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, man, it's ridiculous, man. But like I tell you, some of the best campaigning has been going on as we speak right now. Some of the best campaigning has been going on, man.
His policies are the way forward, and these sham trials, which are nothing.
Shout out to everybody that's showing love, man. Again, I love y'all, man. I tell y'all, I don't turn off my notifications when it comes to, my channel. I love responding back to people. I love hearting you guys' comments, reading emails, reading DMs. I love y'all, man. And thank y'all for being here. And we're gonna call all this out, man. We're not gonna be afraid. We're not gonna be silent. You know, like I said, a lot of the stuff that we're covering, they won't mention it. You know, they won't mention it, or they try to flip it and reverse it and make it seem like it ain't this, but it really is this. Yeah.
More than election interference are just getting in the way time and time again. So I say it's a win for Trump, but really it's a loss for the country, because everybody's paying attention. China's paying attention, Russia's paying attention, North Korea's paying attention, Japan. Everybody is paying attention to this, and we look awful. Israel, I mean, all the Middle East countries who are looking and saying, man, this is a weak banana republic. They're seeing what's happening in campuses with these Hamas protesters taking over campuses and preventing Israeli Jewish students from entering the campus they paid for. What has become of this country? So I say it's a win, but is it really? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to absolutely come together now. We need to set aside all of our differences. We need to do this for our country. I need you to tap the thumbs up of this video. I need you to share this with everybody that you know, because people don't realize when they see these flashy headlines on MSNBC, the New York Times, on CNN, oh, Trump's in trial, Trump's in court. They just assume without any critical thinking, because this is how they've pretty much indoctrinated starting in the universities. They just assume that it's all true. They assume that Trump's a crook. They assume that.
And I, again, just talked to a family member day before yesterday, you know, because I'm wearing my Trump hat when they came over to the house, and they're like, man, Trump is, I'm not sure if he's from what it looks like, he's a criminal. He's a crook. You know, he's on trial. You know, what president is on trial? Like that was said the other day, and I had to educate and even though I don't like getting in, with family members, I just don't like getting into that kind of hype, But I did let my points across, and again, it's all about your freedom of speech, opinions, valuing somebody's opinions, hearing them out and letting them hear you out, and then you think what you want to think at the end of the day, But quite frankly, a lot of people in my family, they see what's going on, and some of them watch the channel, and I've woken up a lot of not just family members, but tons of people in the area, tons of people that around the world, friends that I used to talk to that I don't talk to, people I went to in high school, and over here, man, everybody, from my side of the people, with the younger generation, they they see what's going on, man. They're tired of paying those prices too. Some of them are on Instagram and Facebook posting pictures with the Trump mugshot shirt on. Just being real. I have to watch my words on here. That's why I'm kind of just trying to, but yeah. A lot of my friends love that Trump mugshot thing. I don't know. How y'all feel about that still? I know a lot of y'all got shirts. Some of the Patriots on the channel have shirts of the Trump mugshot, man. It's legendary, But again, everybody mentions it. But thank y'all for stopping by again. It's just ridiculous what's going on, man. And we're not going to be afraid to call it out. We're not going to be afraid to stand tall and strong, man. We're going to crack open a Cohen in November, y'all. Election interference is going on right now. Just a lot of terrible, it's just ridiculous. But there's no gag order on us. So we're going to say it, baby. We're going to say it, preach it, post it, scream it, you name it. But Again, y'all spread the love, man. Check up on your loved ones. Call them, text them, hug them for me. Love on them for me, please. Because we are living in some crazy times, man. Some crazy times. People are struggling at an all-time high, man. Paycheck to paycheck, you know? They say things might get so bad, Social Security and retirement won't even matter. Eventually. That's how bad things are getting, man. People can't afford nothing. People don't want to buy nothing. Some people don't even care if they wake up tomorrow. That's how bad things have gotten, man. Criminals walking around smiling. Nothing's being done. There are tons of people that have lost their life. Millions are dying right now chasing the American dream. It's a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things that are going on. So I encourage you to spread the love to one another, man. Homeless veterans sitting out, you know, not even far from where I live, over here in Texas. Salute to the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice, man. I love y'all, man. You are loved and appreciated on this channel. I don't care what your skin color is. We don't see color. I don't care what you smell like. I don't care what your age is. I don't care where you're from. You are loved and appreciated on this channel, man. Thank y'all for stopping by and enjoying the show. I love you guys. And again, whatever y'all want me to react to, send it to me. Again, if it's another creator's video, whatever it is, just send it to me. You know, I will definitely check it out and always give my opinion, you know, my thoughts, and just keep it real with you guys, man. I'm not afraid to keep it real. That's one thing. We will not be afraid to keep it real. I love y'all, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.